Hello and welcome back to Linus Nunchuck, where today I'll be giving you a few tips on how you can get more power out of your nunchuck strikes. If you'd like to learn more to any of the strikes that I'll be mentioning today, be sure to either click up here or check for the link in the description below to see my tutorials on those moves. So getting right into it, tip number one is often overlooked, and that is to focus on the tension of the chain or string which is holding your nunchucks together. Most nunchuck spinners focus on where their nunchucks are positioned and where they're spinning. However, by focusing on the chain or string between your nunchucks, you'll be able to get more power out of your strikes. For instance, if you're in your strike and tuck position, where one nunchuck is positioned underneath your arm and your other nunchuck is being held onto in front of you, if the chain of your nunchuck is all loose like this, the power that you'll be able to receive from your strike is a lot worse than if the chain is already tense by the time you release your nunchuck. By making sure that the chain of the nunchuck has tension on it before you perform your strike, instead of hanging down all loose, will allow you to have a lot more power and make your strike a lot faster. This is because you'll waste a lot of time and energy putting tension on the string where you could instead already be striking. This also applies to other strikes like your downward strike. If you do not have tension on the string before performing your strike, you'll have a lot less control over it and less power. Therefore, if you want more power, it is very important that you focus on keeping tension between your nunchucks before starting your strikes. Step number two is to have a longer run-up. While I don't necessarily suggest doing this, it will get a lot more power on your nunchuck strike. The reason why I don't always suggest this is because having a longer run-up will make your move a lot slower and will warn your opponent before you make your move. However, if power is all you're after and you have a lot of time, using a longer run-up can be a great solution. Tip number three is to use spins. While this might not be as helpful with heavier nunchucks like these wooden ones, with lighter nunchucks, spins can be a great way in order to build momentum before your strike. For instance, you can use the momentum from your spin to go directly into a strike and use the power from spinning your nunchucks in order to make your move more powerful. Tip number four is my favorite way of getting more power out of my nunchuck strikes, which is what I like to call air redirects. A typical redirect involves revolving the chain or string of the nunchuck around a point of your body in order to reflect the nunchuck in a different direction. With an air redirect, instead of reflecting the nunchucks off a point of your body, you'll be using the space around you in order to change the direction of your nunchuck. For instance, you can use this with your downward strike by allowing the nunchuck to swing off to the side and back up again. What you're doing is allowing your nunchuck to strike downwards and back up by allowing it to swing in the air below your arm. You can also do this with a horizontal strike where you allow the nunchuck to continue rotating off to the side without reflecting it off of a point of your body before bringing it back in the other direction. So I hope that you learned something today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials coming in the future, and go check out some of the variety of other nunchuck related tutorials that I have on my channel.